In a town in New Brunswick lives John. He's a 40-year-old male with a long-standing career for a tree planting company. He has maintained a strong work ethic for years, rarely taking sick days. But after years of physical labor, he began experiencing a sharp twinge of pain in his lower back. Initially, he dismissed it as temporary muscle soreness, but despite taking ibuprofen regularly, the pain persisted for weeks. Eventually, it began interfering with his daily activities, and over the span of a month, he used nearly all of his allotted sick days. Typically in good health, John was unfamiliar with local healthcare resources in Fredericton and did not have a family doctor. Unsure of how to proceed, he used his last vacation day to visit the emergency department. After a long wait, he was briefly assessed and had an x-ray, which showed no fractures. He was diagnosed with a soft tissue injury and scheduled for an MRI in 2 months. For immediate relief, he received a Toradol injection and prescriptions for naproxen and pantoprazole. He was also given a referral for physiotherapy. After leaving the emergency department, John felt overwhelmed and anxious. He hadn't had a chance to ask important questions, such as why he was prescribed pantoprazole, what to expect from the MRI process, or who would be responsible for his follow-up care. He was also unclear on how to arrange a physiotherapy appointment and was stressed by the fact that he had no remaining sick days. A month later, John had filled his prescriptions but had not pursued physiotherapy. The naproxen had reduced his pain enough for him to return to work more regularly. Then one day, while on the job, he reached down to grab something, and this caused his back pain to flare up more severely than before. Now he feels like he's back to square one, frustrated, in pain, and unsure how to navigate the healthcare system to receive proper care. This is where Serefin Health comes in. At Serefin Health, we listen, we guide, and we make sure no one has to figure it all out on their own.
Now that we know John's story, let's talk about how we may be able to bridge those identified gaps with care coordination. Let's begin by reviewing the care coordination opportunities that could have made a positive impact on John during the pre-diagnosis stage where symptoms are occurring. Through our lens, we see a few opportunities where care coordination could have played a key role. To start, the moment John's back pain occurred, he could have booked an appointment instantly with a care coordinator to receive a triage assessment and guidance for proper at-home reliefs to help resolve his back pain before it progressed. Furthermore, this support could have included education on the safe and appropriate use of NSAIDs, such as the ibuprofen John initially took, and the importance of taking it concurrently with a PPI, like the pantoprazole he was prescribed in the ER that helps prevent GI issues from prolonged NSAID use. Support could also have extended to guidance on safe work practices, preventative exercises, and identifying other relevant healthcare professionals to aid in managing his acute back pain. All of the above would have helped John feel empowered and boosted his confidence in navigating the healthcare system. Next, let's take a look at how care coordination could have helped John in the diagnosis and acute care stages. By triaging him to the appropriate level of care, a care coordinator could have helped John avoid using his last sick day to wait in the ER and minimize his mental well-being stressors. A care coordinator could have synergistically aligned with John's expanding care team to streamline communication for post-appointment follow-ups, helping ensure John's understanding of the care plan. Continuing on in the diagnosis and acute care stage, a care coordinator could have assisted in reviewing and explaining the medications, procedures, and follow-up steps that occurred in the ER. This would include proactive check-ins to encourage adherence of prescribed care plans, helping John understand his new diagnosis, guiding him through the process of accessing physiotherapy, pre- and post-appointment supports, and exploring options for a safe return to work. John's care coordinator would be with him every step of the way and accessible by chat or video appointment for any concerns. Now, in the video, we saw John's progress to the relapse stage. However, let's take a moment to examine how care coordination could help prevent the relapse stage altogether. In John's story, we witnessed him find a short-term solution that worked well at the time. However, a lack of knowledge and support led to the relapse and worsening of his condition. Care coordination has the opportunity to assist in preventing relapse by regularly checking with the client, monitoring their progress, identifying early signs of setbacks, and directing them to the appropriate services before their condition worsens. In John's case, a care coordinator could also assess any gaps left unaddressed from his initial ER visit, such as the need for occupational therapy or mental well-being support. Ongoing communication and consistent guidance, including timely referrals to services, helps ensure the client remains supported and accesses the right care at the right time. In summary, care coordination holds the unique power to provide unwavering support at any stage of a client's journey. Like a dedicated advocate or a caring family member, we explore every opportunity to ensure that our client feels seen, validated, and empowered in taking charge of their health.